Alrighty guys, welcome to Sunday. Sunday is food for thought, just a little food for thought video that's going out today. I had some few things I was talking about. I pre-recorded with the quick video because in the quick video I'm talking about this, but you notice complete change. I went through the editing process and I didn't like trying to piece it together. It was like 36 minutes long of me just rambling and doing, and yeah, that's what food for thought is for, to get my ideas, pick my brain, you know, see what's going on. But I didn't like the way it was. I was trying to piece the videos together, and it was just wasn't working out. So I decided to redo it, where I talk about the two things I was talking about in the video. I think as soon as we get, I'm excited because as soon as we get done with the Portanova figures, which we have the green one right here, and then shortly after I'll be working on the dark gray one, and then we'll move into my favorite one, the red one. Once we get the red one done, I'm gonna transition from 30-minute action to these dudes. What we're gonna do for modeling is we're gonna strip the paint off of these. So what we're gonna experiment with is, first I have to go and get the other two but what we're gonna do with these, I think these two, I have two different types of chemicals that I'm gonna use on these. I'm gonna paint them on, right? So I'm gonna take the pieces apart and we're gonna paint. We're gonna use a brush to paint on the stripper, to strip the paint off to see if that works. And then we're gonna go and get the other two and we're gonna throw them into a jar and watch them deteriorate over time. I'm gonna try to do a time lapse on that and see how long that, how I can pull that off, which is gonna kind of be hard because I'm recording everything on my phone and I don't know if my phone's gonna have enough storage or what's gonna happen. But that's not for you to worry about, that's for me to worry about. So as an amateur, that's what you have to figure out. And you also, as an amateur of me trying to do amateur videos right now, is to figure out the recording setup. But with the recording, let me talk about recording setup. All I ask, subscribe, comment, like, not even really comment, you don't have to comment, but like at least like the video. It helps a lot. It helps me get out there. I really need subscribers right now. If you would like, subscribe. You don't have to, I'm not asking, but if you feel it kindness to subscribe, please do. But yeah, that was it. And then that's kind of relatively what we're going to be moving on to after the Portanovos, is stripping these guys. And then I think we're going to take a time off, and after the strip, which is like a week, not time off from videos, but like we'll come back to them after another build. We'll do probably a ninja build, or the Sendoku build, or the gun build. So we'll work on those two along with we'll work on that as best we can. That's what the future entails, and our collection is steadily growing over there, and I've been looking at other people's collections and I'm like, dang. But then I forget my own collection over here that I mainly started, and I'm over here like, man, I wish I could get this. But I'm just like, you have quite a little collection of models, right? So I kind of need a drawback from Black Series and them, and not put them on the front burner per se. I need to kind of put them on the middle burner, right? And we need to start pulling some stuff from the models. But the problem lies in is if I pull, I'm trying to pull from here, but there is no store. I don't, there's like one store I know that carries like Gundam product, two stores, Hobby Lobbies and Hobby Town, that's in the middle of Lexington. And yeah, those are like the only two. If I do a toy hunt, those are the only things I'm hunting. If those are the only things that I am hunting, it's not going to be much of a video, because I'm going to go there and get, and models are more or less more than figures. They cost more than a little bit more than figures sometimes, depending on what type of model you're trying to get. And I've gone out and got quite a few of the models, and stock doesn't just rotate out as much as figures and collectibles over there do in toys. So that's why we do the toys. But I also have to realize that's not your primary focus. Your primary focus build is going to be over here in collecting Gundam merch, and there isn't much on 30-minute action or 30-minute mission merch, but you know, work on robot builds, right? Well, that's what we're going to do, models and stuff like that. And yeah, where I'm getting at is to do dioramas with the toys as well and the action figures. So it's a time-consuming process, and figuring out exactly which one's going to come out on top, right? I want the Gundams to come out on top, but it's, I don't know. That's for me to work out, and my little food for thought in myself and collection, because I see other people's collections and I'm jealous. Let's be honest. I'm completely and totally jealous. I'm just like, they got it so well put together. They got little things, knickknacks, and complete series, is it completeness, and little odds and ends that go with those that series or that brand. And it's just, it looks so cool, and you're just like thinking, it's just like, what do I get next? What do I get next? There's so much you can get next. That's where it lies into play. Do you get something really big, or do you go little and get a few of those little things? And it's just like, maybe like 1 month I should do G.I. Joes. 1 month I should do Gundams. 1 month I should do Star Wars. 1 month I should do it. And it lies in the funds and stuff like that, and where to distribute your funds. And sometimes it's just like, I really want that big thing, and it's just like, but you don't have a lot in the collection. I don't, and it goes into where, do you purchase this or do you purchase that? And it's fun. It's fun. Don't get me wrong. This is all fun. It's a blast to figure out how you're gonna flesh out a collection, because as you can see, the collection back here is bare. There's nothing really to. I'm trying to kind of gather a room together or something that looks resembling of a collection. This is obviously going to stay, because I don't know if I said in the video, I do a little kind of stole an idea from friends where they do episodes, and they go into Joey and Chandler's apartment, and they got that little magnet board in the back, and they draw on it every single time, and it's just fun coming up with the ideas. And I'm not going to tell you how I get the ideas, but if you know me, you know how I get the ideas, to what pictures to draw and stuff like that. But it's pretty fun, and it also helps with my artisticness of keeping my hands sturdy and straight and lines, because I have a real problem with, because I don't know if you can see it, but my hand is constantly out of vibrating. Constantly. It's hard to get my nerves under control sometimes. And but yeah, but that's a little 10-minute part of this. So we'll go into the next part that I had for food for thought. When I was in the toy hunt video, I stated about fandoms and stuff like that, and I said I'm a fan, and then I retracted, and I was like, well, we'll have to go in that in the food for thought. my idea is I'm never a fan of something. So don't ever consider me a fan. I love things and I like things. And the thing is, fans, I feel like you have to, if you're a fan of something, you have to like every aspect of it and stuff. And then other fans like to test your knowledge and this and that. And it's just like, if you're not up to date on some things or you're wrong about something, and it's a whole argumentative thing, and I just don't want to argue with people that I can enjoy things with. So that's the whole thing. I'm never a fan, right? I will never consider myself a fan. It's kind of a new idea that I'm just throwing out there. Don't ever consider me a fan of something. When people, and also when big box or anything refers to fandom, it's a cheap way of saying I'm not a fan. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a fan. And it also helps for critiquing, right? If you say you're not a fan of something, you can critique it and be like, well, you're not a fan. Absolutely, I am not a fan. That gives me the outside looking in, right? I like this. I like the Black Series figures. I hate episode such and such and such and such. I hate this about this. I dislike this character, but I love their figure that they came out with. Like, it gives you more wiggle room. You're not locked into being like, I have to like this, or I don't want like this, but it's part of the series, right? I feel like it gives me more of an angle to pick and choose, right? I get to pick what I like and pick what I don't like. And then in my world, do I consider it a part of the series? No, but it is. It's the prequels, or it's this. And I'm like, okay, in the real world, it exists. To me, it's there. It does not exist because I'm not gonna live in a false reality. But it's just like it's there. The same way you look at Legends, right, with Star Wars and the retcon, the whole thing. Which did I like better? The previous version. But they retconned it, and that stuff doesn't exist, and it's in Legends or it's Myth or whatever. But it's still there. Didn't go away. You can't just erase that. So that's kind of where I'm at. It's just like exists, it exists. If it's part of it, it's part of it. If it's not, it's not. I'm just not going to fight somebody else who wants to prove that they're a bigger fan or they have a better knowledge or other things, right? And to me, I don't like to be grouped, right? I'm my own individual. I have my own thoughts. I have my own feelings. I have my own opinions. So I don't like to be set into groups. So it's just the way I am. That's the way I feel. I don't like to be grouped up and part of. I like to be part of things, but on the sidelines, right? So it's just a little caveat onto the whole fandom thing, because I was walking in and I said I'm a fan of something, and I caught myself saying it, and I was just like, you know, your opinions on being a fan about something, right? So I had to walk it back and be like that. But when I say and I'm a fan, like, oh, I'm a fan of that, or like that, it's just more of a, to me, being a language, or like language I was brought up on and use and stuff, like certain words you can't use, you used to use back then, you're not allowed to use right now, or can't use anymore, or people say you can't use this or you can't use that. It's one of those. It's just like, I was raised in the 90s. There's just different lingo at certain times, and you retract back to it. So when I go, I'm a fan, I'm like, oh yeah, I have a different idea about being a fan. So just just a little thing. I'm sorry about rubbing my nose. The allergies are going hams. But yeah, just a little thought on the fandom whole aspect of everything. So, but yeah, that, and then the little what we were gonna do for the next figures and stuff like that. And hopefully we should have more figures coming in next month. I'm planning on dropping a big part of the budget to figures for next month, which is going to be really cool because it'll complete our special characters for 30-minute action. So we'll be hopefully getting a hold of the command unit, and the ninja unit, I think, and then we have the samurai unit and the assassin units. So we have 2 samurais, 3 assassins, I think, and hopefully we'll be dropping on the command and ninja unit. So, because they just came back in stock at USA, I forget the website. Let me see here. USA GS. So it's yeah, that's it's kind of mostly where, because their prices are right at that. You're not spending 20 on a figure that was supposed to be 15 release. So I don't know what kind of deals they got. They got the best kind of deals though. Most of the time when I go around looking for figures, as majority of the time is these are reasonably priced. So yeah, so that'll end this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like always, subscribe and leave a like, please. It helps a lot, more than you realize. We're on the way to try to hit up there in the scale to get believe it or not, a little announcement to the Food for Thought. We did hit 10 subscribers, and that's a big milestone, breaking that double digits. So the next goal is at least to try to hit 20, and then we'll the major one will be 50 subscribers. Once we hit 50s, that'll be a big clap to us and everybody in the community, and it'll be awesome. And I wish I would be able to do giveaways, but I'm not as big. I mean, maybe eventually down the road we'll work on doing stuff like that and bringing in people for their giveaways and stuff like that. But until then, I started a Patreon. I don't have the link just yet, but once I do, it'll be posted in the description. Yeah, and I'll post that, and you guys can go on and hopefully donate if you feel like you need to or want to help out and contribute to what I'm doing, or anything of that sort. It doesn't matter. I'll take any amount. I'm not, believe me, I'm not asking for anything. Please don't. Please do not. I just created it to have it because it seems like what everybody has and stuff like that. So you have to have a way, and that's my way. So I don't. But yeah, so we did hit the 10 subscribers. But please like and subscribe. It helps a lot. It helps a ton. And I appreciate you guys for watching. See you in the next one.